You never know. Pat Pay will have a spare leave. First one he's had in a while, it seems.
Pat really needs a mark.
Yes, he got it.
Keeps himself alive with a spare in the 9th.
That is his first spare here in this second game. You see, he had the strikes in the 2nd and 4th.
Now the pressure is clearly on Larry Valcourt, with Alex Pendleton only 2 behind and Pat Pay already posting a mark in the 9th.
Larry off the head pin, but he gets a nice break.
Trying the Alex Pendleton trick. Missing the head pin.
Well, he got a nice break on the 1 and the 2, but not a good break with the wood.
Don't think that second piece of wood he could get by the front piece and have enough of that second piece to make it. He's going to have to play the front one high, and that's a great shot is right.
That is a great shot.
Keeps his hopes alive. Plays it high in the wood. Almost looked like the 7-pin wasn't going to go down.
Also creates a possible carryover situation with the 2 spares. Alex Pendleton working on a strike here.
No, if Alex Pendleton could win this skin, he'll be coming back.
He will not, though.
That would have meant a double strike.
So that means our last skin of the day is going to be worth $75.
It's a choice here. Do you go for the 9 and fill, or you try to cut the 2-pin over for this possible spare? Now he's going to go for the fill. A little strategy involved here.
Because those 2 pins count twice. That's really 4 pins right there. A 10 for Alex.
A lot riding in the 10th.
Well, we thought it might come to this, and it appears that it has. Bob Kelly does still seem relatively secure. Our last skin of the day worth $75. And Bob throws a great-looking ball and gets kind of a half a break.
7-8 left. Piece of wood, thank goodness. But I don't know if it can help him or not. He's going to try.
No. Bob will take a 10 and a 113 for a 2-game total of 245.
Pat Pay would definitely have to throw a big fill, another mark, and then hope. Doesn't look like he could catch Bob Kelly unless he threw a couple strikes.
Well, let's see now here.
This is a tough piece of wood because he's liable to leave that 5-pin. This 3-pin is liable to fly right around the 5.
No, he got it.
Nice mark there.
Well, now, let's look at this here. First, let's see the replay, but if Pat were to throw a strike here, that would give him 237. He does not. A 6 for a 126. It was a long shot anyway for Pat, but the 2-game total for him now 233. You see that Alex could pin to beat Pat, and Larry would appear to pass him as well. I thought perhaps if Pat had thrown a strike there, maybe those extra pins could have helped him, because then he could have forced Alex to mark.
Larry pulls it again to the left.
That's on a spare also, a 2-fill.
That would seem to put Alex Pendleton in the next week's show, but let's see what happens.
Boy, you know, if Larry gets even a 6 or 7 fill on that spare and then puts another one up, he forces Alex to mark. Now Larry takes an 8 for a 97. 2-game total of 229.
He's definitely out. 233 is the score to beat for Alex. He needs a 7 box to tie and 8 box to win. Throws a strike, he wins the skin.
And if he throws a spare, we'll have a carryover. And that may very well happen.
That puts him in the next week's show.
Yes, it does.
Pressure off there. Now it's, can he create the carryover, or does Pat Pay win it?
Oh, he got it. That keeps everybody alive. We will take a break for that carryover skin when we return here on Candlepin Skins. First place wound up as a tie at 245 between Bob Kelly and Alex Pendleton, as Alex filled that 10th box mark with a 9. We're now in our third carryover box trying to settle this last skin. Bob Kelly and Larry Valcourt remain alive. They carried over with spares in the first extra frame and with 10s in the second extra frame. Bob gets the spare. Great shot. It's going to take an equally great shot for Larry to tie him here. He'll go for the wood and just misses. Bob Kelly will get the last $75 skin, and we'll be back to wrap it up in a minute. Once again, in our closing moments here, Bob Kelly and Alex Pendleton tie for first. They'll both be coming back next week with those 245s. We say goodbye to Pat Pay and Larry Valcourt. Bob and Alex also took the lion's share of the skins winning as well. Bob Kelly at $260, a pretty good hour for him. So Bob and Alex will be coming back next week. They will be joined by Chris Sargent and Tom Morgan. Until then, for Dan Murphy and the whole crew, I'm Doug Brown, reminding you tomorrow afternoon at noon, it will be Candlepin Stars and Strikes, Rick Barassa against Joe Tavernese. Until then, have a great weekend, everybody.